Brandon,
Oh, yeah.
you won a game.
We beat the Bears.
You
You're
did.
welcome.
It said final, and your team had the higher score than the other team for the first time this season. How do you feel?
Yep. Good.
Okay.
Conflicted, but good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We might have lost Caleb Williams, but Russell Wilson, top 3 quarterback in the league right now.
Oh God, no! Please don't. Stop
Russ
this.
is cooking.
No, please.
Russ is unlimited. Russ is spicy, baby.
Go back to losing.
Russ
Please go back to losing.
is gonna get Sierra pregnant on top of her pregnancy, double pregnant.
It's a crazy week, my friend. It is a crazy week of football.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is how last season started too, where it was like super chaotic. You didn't know. But around like the end of September, things started to normalize a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't think normal is coming at all. I walked into last night's game and I was like, this is going to be horrific. This is going to be terrible. And the Chiefs won by 3 points in the fourth quarter. So like, Perna, you're going through that. And you kind of have to expect at this point that the Bears are going to put up points because after what happened last week, right?
Yeah.
They're going to put up some points. And Justin Fields, dude, like had a day. Like he was
his best day literally ever as a passer.
Literally. So setting records, franchise records, like wild. And then comeback starts to occur. Is it at this point where you're like, listen, we're 0-3. We're starting to make a comeback. Are you on the point where, because you talked about thinking about the draft already, where you're like, okay, if they don't come back, it's not the worst? Or are we not at that point yet?
Yeah. No, I'm like, I'm having to change my expectations, my hopes, and my dreams for my football team every week, Tom. I was battling being a legit fan living in the moment versus being a intelligent, thinking into the future about the long-term viability of my franchise and what is best for us through that entire second half. Because I really do think the Broncos' best possible plan moving forward is being the worst team in the league and getting Caleb Williams. I think when you have the opportunity to get a player like that, you do it. Everything that the Broncos are struggling with, though, is on the defensive side of the football. Yep. And Russell Wilson is playing very, very good. Now, he played very good against a bad Chicago Bears defense. Sure. So the fact that Russell Wilson is not the problem, and in fact, he's one of the few like bright spots, even through the 70-point blowout, is new. It's new to Broncos fans with Russell Wilson. So yeah, I found myself being okay yesterday if they lost because they were down so many points to the Bears. Okay, Bears. And then they fought their way back in. And based on what happened in the Commanders game, I was prepared to be hurt again. I was prepared for the comeback to fail, but I overestimated Chicago. I overestimated Matt Eberflus for being
defensive genius there. That's why they hired him. Defense.
God. 4th and 1, you go shotgun and you run it from shotgun instead of kicking a field goal, which would have given you the lead, probably taking that game into overtime with, what we're not talking about is what pain were we robbed of as fans by not letting Bears Broncos go into overtime? Like, what could have happened there? Eberflus? What could have happened? So that, and then Fields throws a pick to Kareem Jackson to end the game. It was a bad throw. It's just what I still don't understand about the Bears is you got Justin Fields, and yeah, he was having a nice day throwing the football, and he had Cole Kmet wide open pretty much all the time. The Bears were gifted a touchdown, but they're still not utilizing Justin Fields and his legs.
No.
Like, I feel like second half, when they needed to slow the game down, keep the Broncos from getting the ball back. They had this great 9.5-minute drive in the third quarter. But after that, you know, there's a strip sack fumble. Like, just run some with Fields. Like, Herbert had a nice day, Khalil Herbert on the ground, but they just, it's like,
yeah,
there's a thing they do really well, and they've kind of forgotten it. And so I feel bad for Bears fans. But now I'm trying to think, like, do I start believing we can turn the season around, Tom? We got the Jets this week.
You do.
So maybe. But the fact that we beat the Bears doesn't give me any confidence at all.
I get you.
I believe in the Broncos offense. I believe Russell Wilson's playing well. But other than that, I don't know if our defensive woes are fixed at all. Nick Bonito had a nice game from the edge. We've got Nick Bonito looked like a viable pass rusher. And because Javonte Williams got hurt, Jaleel McLaughlin, our undrafted running back, got more carries, and he played well. So, again, I'm just confused. I'm happy that we won, but I'm confused.
If you are the Broncos, you have the Jets who are coming in, and like Zach Wilson for at least like a quarter looked pretty good. Like he was looking solid, making some throws. Obviously, there's the tension between Sean Payton and Nathaniel Hackett and all that. It's just a weird season, dude, because like the Broncos, there were higher expectations, obviously, after the dumpster fire that was last year, in which the offense was so bad, but the defense, right? The defense was a thing that was keeping you in games. Like, okay, that's something we can hang our hat on. We can build this team around. And now it seems like it's swapped completely, in which Russell Wilson, as you mentioned, is playing well. And the defense is the worst defense in football. Like,
the Broncos?
Yeah.
I mean, I would argue they were the most improved defense from week 3 to week 4.
I think that's just because they had 70 scored on them last week, Perna. So that's the point. But you know what I mean? Like,
they are.
Seems it's like, how did this like switch happen? And it just, I don't know. It's mind boggling to me.